both YouTube and Saber forum. What I've got going right now, or at least getting started on, is another custom Saber project. This one is entirely using parts from Ultrasabers. What we've got is a shock grip, a regular Warglaive emitter, as well as a regular Warglaive pommel. I have an illuminated AV switch here, Obsidian V4 soundboard, buck puck, battery pack and speaker, and the LED module. In this case, it's going to be an Arctic blue because this one is going to be a Jedi-based build, again inspired by one of my characters on Star Wars: The Old Republic. In this case, it's a Jedi Sentinel. He goes by the name of Rum. Well, that's the shortened version of her name anyway. The end title of this one's going to be Rum's Unity. I've got some brass-colored duct tape I'm going to use to create some accents. I'm also going to do some work on the grip. There will be 3 inscriptions on the saber. One here above the emitter will actually be the word Unity. And then down here on the pommel will be the names of the 2 masters who showed her that Unity. We will get to that. And theoretically, this one shouldn't take too awfully long. Alright, at this point, I've buffed the surface of the metal pieces with steel wool, and then gone in with some aluminum black to both weather up these pieces, because as my son pointed out, this saber was way too silver. I've also gone in and engraved Unity in Arabesh. As you can see, the aluminum black has helped pick that out very well. Down at the pommel, we have, in Arabesh again, Satil from Satil Shan, and Mar from Darth Mar of the Sith Council. At this point, that's now ready for me to do the tape and the brass tape and the tape I've picked up to do the grip section with. Alright, as you can see, I've moved a little further along in the process. I've added the brass-colored duct tape to the emitter and to the area around the activation switch. I've also added some camouflage tape to the grip for a different look, but considering that this saber in the story frame would have been put together out in the wilderness and not in a academy type setting, I think it fits. All right, at this point, I'd like to welcome you all to the Amateur Electrician's Hour, where we work on wiring up the LED for Rum's Unity. Ignore the mess. Yes, I freely admit I'm working in my bathroom. Got the wiring diagram I downloaded off of Ultrasaber's website. As you can see, I've got everything except the LEDs for the illuminated switch wired in, and I have working electronics. At this point, it'll be time to disconnect this temporarily so I can get it into the hilt, and then work on getting the LEDs for the switch dealt with. But as of right now, I have working electronics. All right, at this point, I now have completed the Rum's Unity lightsaber. Got the inscriptions there just in the ring above the emitter, as well as on the pommel. Illuminated AV switch, CoverTech wheel, custom wrap, freely emit camouflage tape. But most importantly, we have a working lightsaber, for which I am very thankful. Nice Arctic blue blade, which is what I was going for here since this is a Jedi saber. As I said, the illuminated AV switch, a whole lot of cram foo in the saber, nice and loud coming out of that Warglaive pommel. It's actually got a surprisingly good balance. Now, I did wallow this hole out. I don't know how well you can see it there. I wallowed that hole out a bit too much, which is why the switch is in there a little crooked. But you know what? As I said earlier, this was built in the wild. It wasn't really built in a lab, in a truly controlled environment, as far as in the game goes. So, little things like that actually add to it. Like I said, it's got a good balance. Of course, that doesn't really surprise me because it's all Ultrasabers components. But, all in all, I'm very happy with how this turned out. Especially after the cram foo that went into getting the circuitry to fit in here. Real fun was in wiring the switch, because I actually had to run the wires out this way, back up through the switch hole, solder them on, and then get the nut on the end of the switch. It did work, for which I'm very grateful. Thank you guys for watching.